Hello, my friends, and welcome back to today's English practice with Perfect English Podcast. My name is Sarah. I am so happy that you are here with me, ready to learn and improve your English step by step. This is the perfect video to learn perfectly English. Learning a new language can sometimes feel difficult or even scary, but remember this: every small step you take makes you stronger, and every time you practice, you are building your confidence. That is why this podcast is here, to give you a safe and simple way to listen, repeat, and practice English with me every single day. In this episode, we will focus on learning some very simple but very powerful sentences that you can use in daily life. These are not complicated grammar rules or long lessons filled with difficult words. Instead, these are short, natural sentences that real people use when they talk in English. These are sentences you can use when you wake up in the morning, when you talk to your family, when you go to work, when you meet a friend, or even when you ask for help outside. By practicing these sentences, you will not only understand how to use English in real situations, but you will also start to think in English, and that is the secret to speaking naturally. The method we will use is very simple. First, I will say the sentence slowly, so you can hear every word clearly. Then I will pause and invite you to repeat after me. Do not be shy, even if you are listening alone. Speaking out loud is very important because it trains your mouth, your tongue, and your brain to work together. After that, I will say the sentence again, but this time in normal speed, the way native speakers usually say it. This will help you get used to the rhythm and sound of real English. Step by step, your ears will become stronger, your tongue will become faster, and your confidence will grow. Remember, my friends, learning English is not about being perfect on the first try. It is about practice, repetition, and patience. Even if you make mistakes, that is okay, because mistakes are part of the journey. Every day that you listen, repeat, and try again, you are moving closer to your goal of speaking English confidently. So stay with me, follow along carefully, and let's enjoy this learning journey together. All right, my friends, now that we are ready, let's move into our warm-up. Just like warming up your body before you play a sport or exercise, warming up your mouth and your mind is very important before you begin speaking English. Think of it like stretching your voice and your brain so that they are prepared for the practice ahead. When we start with very short and simple sentences, your tongue gets used to moving, your ears get used to listening, and your brain becomes more focused. That is why this warm-up is the perfect way to begin. We will start with a few of the most common sentences in English. These are sentences you probably already know, but it is important to practice them again and again, because they are used every single day in real conversations. Remember, do not just listen passively. I want you to say each sentence out loud with me. Speaking out loud is how you train your muscles and your memory. Imagine that I am sitting right in front of you and talking directly to you, and you are answering me. This will make your practice stronger and more real. Okay, let's begin. I will say the first sentence slowly, then pause for you to repeat. After that, I will say it again at normal speed. Ready? Let's go. Good morning. Now you repeat. Good morning. Excellent. And again, at normal speed. Good morning. This is one of the most common greetings in English. You can use it with your family, with your friends, or even with strangers when you meet them in the morning. Now let's try the next one. Listen carefully. How are you? Your turn. How are you? Very good. Again, at natural speed. How are you? This is the classic way to ask someone about their well-being, and you will hear it many times in daily life. Here comes the answer. Listen. I'm fine, thank you. Now you. I'm fine, thank you. Wonderful. And once more, naturally, I'm fine, thank you. This is a polite and simple way to respond when someone asks how you are doing. And finally, let's do one more. Listen. See you later. Now repeat. See you later. Great. And once more in natural speed. See you later. You can use this sentence when you are saying goodbye to someone you expect to meet again. Excellent, my friends. You just completed your warm-up. These sentences are short, simple, and very common. But even though they are simple, they are also powerful because they help you start real conversations. Practicing them again and again will make them automatic, so when you meet people in daily life, the words will come out naturally without hesitation. Now let's move into the main part of our practice: daily useful sentences. To make it easy, I will guide you through different life situations because we use different words depending on where we are. At home, we say things like, I am going to sleep, or let's eat together. At work or school, we use sentences such as, can you help me please? Or, I don't understand. And outside, you may ask, how much is this? Or, where is the bus stop? By practicing them slowly, repeating after me, and then hearing them at natural speed, you will train your ears, your tongue, and your memory. Soon these sentences will come to you naturally, just like your own language. At home. Let's start with sentences you can use at home. These are simple but very useful for daily life. The first one is, I am going to sleep. You can say this when you feel tired or are ready to go to bed. Repeat after me slowly. I am going to sleep. Very good. Next, please turn off the light. This is polite and helpful when you want someone to switch off a light. Now say it with me. Please turn off the light. Another useful sentence is, I'm cooking dinner. You can tell your family or friends what you are doing. Repeat, I'm cooking dinner. And finally, let's eat together. This is a friendly way to invite someone to join you. Repeat, let's eat together. By practicing these sentences out loud, you will speak more naturally at home. At work/school. Now let's practice sentences you can use at work or school. These will help you communicate clearly and politely in daily situations. The first one is, can you help me, please? Use this whenever you need assistance from a teacher, colleague, or classmate. Repeat after me, can you help me, please? Next, we have, I don't understand. This is very important when you need someone to explain something again. Say it with me. I don't understand. Another useful sentence is, can you say it again? Use it when you missed what someone said. Repeat, can you say it again? Finally, I'm ready for the meeting. This shows you are prepared and confident. Repeat, I'm ready for the meeting. Practicing these sentences will make your English clear and natural in school or work settings. Outside, daily life. Now let's practice sentences you can use outside in daily life. These are very useful when you go shopping, travel, or ask for help. The first one is, how much is this? Use it when you want to know the price of something. Repeat after me, how much is this? Next, where is the bus stop? This helps you ask for directions when you are traveling. Say it with me. Where is the bus stop? Another useful sentence is, I would like a coffee, please. Use it politely when ordering food or drinks. Repeat, I would like a coffee, please. And finally, can you show me the way? This is helpful if you are lost or need guidance. Repeat, can you show me the way? Practicing these sentences will make you confident in everyday situations outside your home. Now, my friends, let's talk about how we will practice each sentence so that your speaking and listening improve quickly. First, I will say the sentence slowly. This is very important because it allows you to hear every word clearly, understand the pronunciation, and notice how the sentence is structured. Then I will pause and invite you to repeat the sentence out loud. Speaking aloud trains your mouth, tongue, and brain to work together, and it helps you remember the sentence better. After you repeat, I will say the sentence again at normal speed, just like native speakers say it in real conversations. This way, your ears will become familiar with the natural rhythm and flow of English. For example, I might say, I am going to sleep. Pause. Now you repeat, I am going to sleep. Pause. Very good. Now listen at natural speed. I'm going to sleep. Following this method with every sentence will help you speak more confidently and naturally over time. Now, for the second situation, imagine that someone is explaining something to you at school, work, or anywhere else, but you don't understand. What would you say? Correct? You can say, I don't understand. Repeat it with me. I don't understand. Excellent. This sentence is very useful because it lets the other person know that they need to explain again. It is polite and clear, and it will help you communicate effectively. Here's the third situation. Imagine that someone says something quickly, and you miss what they said. What should you say? That's right. Can you say it again? Repeat. Can you say it again? Perfect. This sentence is important because it shows that you are listening carefully and that you want to understand. Using it in real life will make your conversations smoother and more natural. Next, think about a situation at home. You are ready to eat dinner with your family or friends. What could you say? Yes. You can say, let's eat together. Repeat with me. Let's eat together. Wonderful. By using this sentence, you are inviting others politely and showing friendliness, which is very important in everyday conversations. Finally, let's imagine that you are outside and you don't know the way to a place. What can you say to ask politely? Correct. You can say, can you show me the way? Repeat, can you show me the way? Very good. This is one of the most practical sentences you can use when traveling, shopping, or exploring a new place. It helps you communicate politely and get help when you need it. My friends, by practicing with these situations, you are training your brain to recognize which sentence to use in real life. This active thinking and speaking practice is what makes English learning effective. Try to imagine more situations yourself and use the sentences we learned today. Speak them out loud, repeat them, and even practice with a friend if you can. The more you practice, the easier it becomes, and soon speaking English in everyday situations will feel natural and comfortable. Remember, this is your time to experiment, make mistakes, and learn. Each sentence you speak brings you closer to your goal of speaking confidently and clearly. Keep practicing and enjoy using English in your daily life. Now, my friends, before we finish today's lesson, let's take a few minutes to review and repeat some of the most important sentences we practiced. Reviewing is one of the most powerful tools in learning a new language because repetition helps your memory, builds confidence, and makes speaking English feel natural over time. When you go over these sentences, try to say them out loud, even if you are listening alone. Speaking out loud connects your brain, your tongue, and your ears, and it trains them to work together so that English becomes easier and more automatic. Today, we focused on sentences that you can use at home, at work or school, and outside in daily life. Let's repeat some of the key ones together. First, at home, we learned a very simple but useful sentence. I am going to sleep. This sentence is perfect for when you feel tired or are ready for bed. Repeat it slowly. I am going to sleep. Now say it at normal speed. I'm going to sleep. By practicing it, you are training yourself to speak naturally in English, even about everyday activities. Another key sentence from home is, let's eat together. Repeat with me. Let's eat together. This sentence is friendly and polite, and it helps you communicate warmly with family or friends. Using it often will make your English sound more natural and confident. At work or school, we practiced some very important sentences that help you communicate clearly. One of the first ones was, "Can you help me, please?" Repeat, "Can you help me, please?" This sentence shows politeness and allows you to get assistance whenever you need it. Another essential sentence is, I don't understand. Say it with me. I don't understand. This is very important because it lets others know that they need to explain again, and it helps you learn effectively. Finally, we also practiced, can you say it again? Repeat, can you say it again? These sentences are simple, but they are very powerful because they help you communicate politely and clearly in real-life situations. And outside in daily life, we learned practical sentences like, how much is this? Repeat, how much is this? This is perfect for shopping or asking for prices. Another one is, can you show me the way? Repeat, can you show me the way? This sentence is very helpful when you need directions or assistance. By practicing these sentences every day, you are training your brain to use English naturally, without hesitation or translation in your head. Remember, my friends, learning English is a journey. Every small step you take today brings you closer to your goal of speaking confidently. Even if you feel nervous or make mistakes, that is completely normal. Mistakes are part of learning, and each time you try, you improve. The key is to practice consistently, to repeat the sentences every day, and to use them whenever you can. Over time, these small steps lead to big progress. Your speaking, listening, and confidence will all grow together. So, take a few moments each day to review these sentences, speak them out loud, and imagine real situations where you can use them. By doing this, you will not only remember the words better, but you will also feel more comfortable and natural speaking English in daily life. Practice really does make progress, and every effort you make is a step forward on your journey to speaking English fluently. And now, my friends, we have reached the end of today's English practice session. First of all, I want to sincerely thank each and every one of you for joining me today. Your time, your focus, and your willingness to practice are the most important parts of learning English. Every minute you spend listening, repeating, and speaking along with me is a step forward on your journey. Remember, learning a language is not about perfection. It is about progress. Even if you stumbled over a word or forgot a sentence today, that is completely normal. Mistakes are not failures. They are opportunities to learn and grow. Each time you practice, you are strengthening your memory, improving your pronunciation, and building confidence in your English skills. Before we finish, I want to encourage you to continue practicing daily. The sentences we learned today, such as, "I am going to sleep," "Can you help me, please?" and "How much is this?" are very useful in real-life situations. Use them at home, at school, or work, and when you are outside in your daily life. Speak them out loud, repeat them often, and try to imagine the situations where you can use them. This kind of active practice will make your English feel natural over time, and you will begin to speak more confidently without thinking too much. Even a few minutes of daily practice is enough to see improvement if you do it consistently. Finally, I want to invite you to join me again in the next episode. Each episode will bring new sentences, new situations, and more opportunities to practice speaking and listening. By following along every time, step by step, you will notice your English improving steadily. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep smiling, because learning English is not just about words. It's about gaining confidence and enjoying the process. I am proud of you for taking these steps today, and I know that if you keep practicing, your English will continue to grow stronger every day. Thank you again for practicing with me today. Enjoy your day, keep using English whenever you can, and remember that every small effort matters. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now, and keep shining in your English learning journey.